just imagine if that was your butt. Your two cheeks, right? If you got a big butt. Hi, I'm Phil.
Hi, I'm Brett.
This is Brett, a longtime fan and contributor to PGC. He crossed multiple state lines, all the way from Pennsylvania to Ohio.
Look it up on the map. You go through too.
Tonight on the show, we're gonna make Ropa Vieja. Do, 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 do. The first step, and I don't feel like we do this like we used to do this. We're all getting older, right? First step is to make a drink and put down your meat. Brett was a very kind lad and brought us this Colonel E.H. Taylor small batch. First and only, straight Kentucky bourbon whiskey, E.H. Taylor Jr. I can't read no more. You ever seen me in that green shirt? The one from Buffalo Trace? Taylor is the Taylor from that shirt. So now you understand my wardrobe better than you did before.
What's this shirt?
Oh, this is, they're a band. I feel like a cool guy when I wear this, because it's got cool art. You like cool art? All right. We'll give Brett here a little top off. Cheers! It's really good. Now take a longer drink and imagine there's like sparkles and shit, and I'll do the music.
Oh, okay.
This show is improvised and not contrived in any way. For this food, you will need a flank steak. This is an entire flank steak. When we don't need the whole thing. Okay, so we need 4 pounds. The full thing is 5 3/4. So I think we're gonna need like 3/4. Oh shit! Wait a minute. I didn't realize that was folded. Wait, are you ready for this? Surprise! Okay, so half of 5. And so 2 3/4. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna cut this one just like that. We'll save that for later.
You're gonna put it in the drawer. Save it for later.
Don't judge me. Judge me. I'm gonna put it in the drawer. Yeah, dude, this is my meat drawer where I store raw meat for later. You never know when you'll just need quick access to raw meat. Okay, so we're gonna chop it into chunks that we're gonna brown off. And Brett told me I should cut it like in half. This is Brett's recipe, by the way. Brett is in no way employed by Goya, and neither are we sponsored by Goya, but you may notice a trend in the types of things we're gonna use today. Here's a spoiler, it's mainly things from Goya. Now, if you were smarter than me, you would get that Dutch oven heated up. So we'll do that now. And put the vegetable oil in there. I don't know if that was a step, I'm just assuming. Brett, he's gonna be like my Siri for the recipe. I'm gonna be like, Brett, did I do that right? And he'll be like,
probably not.
You said we should trim the fat?
Don't go nuts, but we don't really need a lot of it.
So if you want to trim fat, you use a knife and you cut it off. It's time to season the beef with Goya Adobo. Goya Adobo. Do you need flavor? It's got garlic and tricalcium phosphate. So per the instructions, I'm supposed to liberally season these. And when you do it, you gotta liberally season them. That's good? Okay. I'm inhaling the Sazon. I'm gonna sneeze on this meat. All right, let's cook that meat. Ah, my toe! So, you know, the first one, that's the test meat, right? The safety test. Okay, that's all I can fit in there. We're gonna brown them off. I'm okay. Flip these meats. How long has it been, Brett?
Some amount of time.
Okay, so our first batch of beef is brown. You're not going to get as nice of a brown on the second side. That's one of the laws of meat. So we'll let this oil briefly heat back up, and we'll continue doing this in batches until we got a big pile of meat. So we will we'll be doing that. It's going to take us a little bit. We will most likely be considerably more inebriated upon resumption of this educational programming. Thank you for your time.
I agree.
What?
I'm chopping onions voluntarily.
It's an exclusive experience.
I've never chopped onions in Ohio before.
That's right.
Here's my technique. It's called the rough chop. I'm going to roughly chop these and drop half of them on the floor.
You're doing a good job.
Now I'm voluntarily cutting up some green pepper.
In this kitchen, you gotta work for your dinner.
I have approximately 6 cloves of garlic soon.
Living the garlic intern dream?
Yes, I am.
How do you feel, Kevin? You've been replaced.
I have a
7.
minion. I haven't been replaced.
Kevin's like, after 1,000 generations, I'm free.
Chop harder! I'm suffering so.
I put garlic cloves through a garlic press. Kevin would never think of such a technique.
Oh, disgusting.
Whose family is he bringing shame to?
His and probably a few others too.
Do you have a katana handy so I can end the shame?
All right, the beef is done. Check it out. It's over there. It's full of beef. So we're gonna add a little bit more oil to this hot pan. Vegetable oil, pure. And here's that celery and carrot. And we're gonna put that in and cook it down once this heats up a little bit.
Who chopped those?
Brett, he's that guy.
Goya.
Okay, here's those vegetables. And it's kind of f***ed up if you think about it. We're cooking these vegetables in the oil that's made also out of vegetables. Pretty brutal. We're gonna cook these until they're soft. We're gonna beat them with heat. That's how you cook. Oh, I am so excited already. This is gonna be so f***ing good. Let's have another drink. All right, our vegetables are cooked down. It looks like you might put that in like a Chinese lettuce wrap. Looks pretty good. Next up is a rhombus of garlic. There it is. Fred did that. He did a nice job.
Better than Kevin would do.
You're my minion, so your skill redounds to my honor.
I'm sorry, sir.
He just used the word redound. This
Use
is
the word redound every chance.
Sofrito, which is green peppers, onions, culantro, and garlic, and olive oil for rice, bean soups, chilies, and stews. So you need a nice sauce to eat out of the jar. Well, this one will do the job. Goya, we make Sofrito. For you, the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this dish is Dominican in origin. Okay, so we're gonna give that a mix, and we'll move on to the next thing that's going in, which I think's water. Here's 2 cups of, as they say in Pennsylvania, water.
Get the water in there.
And then a heaping tablespoon.
What sounds good to you?
This many.
That looks good.
Okay, here I have Goya tomato sauce. Do you need a Estilo Espanol? Well then great, here's a can. Easy access, you don't have to open it with a can opener. You can be the can opener. All right, a little more than half this can.
Sponsored by Goya.
Tastes like ketchup. All right, here's that Sazon, a unique seasoning. Hey, it's got that achiote, that shit we put in the al pastor. Annatto seeds. Here we got Sazon Goya. It's a unique seasoning that will deliver a depth of flavor to whatever you put it in. This unique seasoning will add color to your food. Not flavor, just color. Oh, that's a nice natural color.
It's not flavor, it's Goya.
God damn it. That would be a great slogan. It's not flavor, it's Goya. This shit's looking right. All right, so we're gonna bring it to a boil, and then we're gonna add all our meat back in. Pray to the Dominican gods that all that meat's gonna fit back in.
It's the same God.
All 6 of them are the same.
Yes.
We'll be back. Fun. Okay, we got our stuff up here. Now we're gonna nestle the beef back in. This shit is smelling fine. We're gonna be pushing the capacity of this pot.
Have you ever done that before?
Never my whole life. Never overcrowded a pan. Never miscalculated anything. Never burned beef grease on an open flame. I've never done anything my whole life. That's a fact. Now look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Hell yeah.
Oh shit.
So we're gonna simmer this for probably 45 minutes. We'll be back later. Now, before you cut away, I want to take this moment to acknowledge. Got some time for the food to cook. Got some friends over here drinking alcohol. I'm glad we've done most of the important part because I want to take this time to acknowledge it's all downhill from here. So see you soon. All right, it's been over 45 minutes. We lost track of time. We were talking about Brett's life. Hey, Brett, give us a summary of your life for the show.
It's pretty awesome.
All right, well, that's all you need to know. Here's some salad olives. You could use sliced olives.
I love olives.
But I told Brett, hey, I got some olives. I could slice them. And there they are. Okay, we're straining them. We're shaking them. And then we're going to give them a shallot. And you got to slice them up. And just do your best. All right, that's good. Here's the capers. Goya capers, non-peri laced. Which, you know what that means? It's not for profit. You know, the Goya makes these capers only for charities. That's the only person who can have them. Goya saving poor people from the depths of not having flavor. Oh man, salad olives, man. They're so f***ing salty. It's so good. Just say when, Brett. Just say when.
When, Brett?
All right, we did it. Oh man, I'm so excited to eat this food, but we gotta wait. We're gonna simmer that shit for another hour at least. So kids, we'll be back. Oh mama. It's been some amount of time, less than we thought, but the beef's now tender, so we're gonna shred it, and we're gonna turn that beef juice up to high, not high. We're gonna increase it to a boil because we want it to reduce while we're shredding. Now, if we didn't talk about it earlier, Ropa Vieja means old clothes. So we're gonna shred that beef. Look at that. Look at that easy shred. Easy shred, easy life. E-Z-Z-R-E-D. It's gorgeous. It's everything we dreamed about. Okay, so you don't even gotta be perfect, right? You can have some more hunky bits, and if you ain't know what hunky bits is, just see me after class. So we're gonna mess this up. We're gonna make it look like old clothes, and we're gonna try to reduce some of that liquid while we're doing that. Look at this beef, isn't it neat? Will it make our meal complete? Add it back to the sauce, and it's gonna taste good. If your old clothes look like this, maybe you should see a tailor, but you can't because they don't exist anymore. I made some rice, there it is. I put water in it and I cooked it. We're gonna let this go for a short time, but it's gonna be the right time. And then we'll eat, and then the meal will be complete. And then, being a fellow young person, Brett will say, it rhymes with meat and beef.
Why are you dabbing? I don't know what I'm supposed to do right now.
I wanted you to say yeet. The moment's passed. See you tomorrow. All right, the food is done and the pain is gone. So I'm gonna put rice on half my plate, right? And then I'm gonna scoop that good on the other half. Oh mama. If I don't eat this, I'm gonna die. There it is, heavenly gravy. Let's give her a try. A little bit of rice, a little bit of beef. That tastes so nice. Man, I gotta tell you, all those comments that we may or may not have put on film about not salting it, don't salt this. This is so salty as it is. It's good. It's the perfect amount of salt. Do not be tempted to add more salt. It just tastes like beautifully spiced beef. It's real tender. The rice complements it well. It's greasy AF, as you would expect. And all that briny bullshit adds to the piquancy, the piquant flavor. It's beautiful, it's wonderful.
Pretty good, Phil.
It's good AF. Thanks for the recipe.
Fantastic.
This looks too hot to eat.
Gonna leave that whole thing in uncut.
The bravest lad.
I think you got it. All right.
I'm good. Yeah, very good. I approve. Yes, very good.
That's how you do it. This episode was brought to you by the generous folks at Goya. If they see this episode and see all the great marketing work they'll have no choice but to drop us a couple dollars. Also, stop watching our show. Don't subscribe. Don't tell your friends about it. We're trying to keep it on down low. Don't watch us no more. Stop it. Stop it. No more.